What's up everyone, it's Boris. It's a new video and today I'm going to focus on staging and its importance and how much they are actually important in Eurovision world, maybe in general in television world, how actually they can make things really change and let you vote for the song. Or isn't this just a construct? Let's talk about it. Alright guys, once again welcome to my show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me talk and tell you something about the staging, as I've made two stagings, one completely alone, that was one in the 2019, and I have some experience and as well some learning curve over the years at Eurovision and my overseeing it, as the background for it is working for Czech broadcaster, especially in Czech television environment where something like staging is not a real world. We don't do it in here in any kind of program. We don't really focus on such a thing in such a detail ever. So for me, when I came first at Eurovision, was like what staging really is, or how important it is, or not maybe the importance, but how to really work on it, what's really possible, what actually it is. I didn't know it. I need to learn it, I need to see it, and I think over years I improved a lot in this world, especially when I was overseeing, you know, the work of Christer Björkman, Matthias Karlsson, Marvin Dietman, how precise they are, how they think, how they see every detail, how edits or cuts are very important, how things can be done, you know, in the television world. And the other part of it for me then was to translate this experience to the artist, as they are finally the ones who are at the stage, you know, staying, singing, performing, and they are the ones who need to understand it even more than you do, or they need to understand it at least. And in the conditions they have in here in our country, for example, they are not used to it. They don't know as well as I didn't know what it is, how much they must focus on little things, how differs it for normal television work which they are doing here, how much demanding it is on their skills, how cruel kind of it is, how much they had to train, but as well how much demanding it is probably for the people who are behind the cameras, you know, the operators and editor, lighting designers and whoever else. And they must understand what they are doing, why they are doing it, why is it important, as finally Eurovision is made for people who are watching at TV and they are voting as well as juries. And staging is here to really sell your song. Let's get it. It is really important to have a great staging. Of course it is very important, but first you must have a great song, you must have a great artist, and you must of course have a great idea over the staging, and it must be executed very well. This all is called kind of a full package. And the staging, it can be whatever. It's only the space of creation which sells your song. So the song and the artist, how the artist sells the song, it's first the most important thing. And then I think as my approach was to really learn what the artist really is capable of, instead of wanting what the artist should be capable of. As you have only 3 minutes and you need to show the strength of the artist. So if it's not the voice, it must be something around it. If it's not the dance, I wouldn't force my artist to dance. If, I don't know, if the artist is super charismatic, I would like to sell this charisma and put it more on it. If it's a band, I want to show the band in some new way, you know. There are many approaches of it, and now is wrong, as if you have a great idea and you don't have the artist who understands it, who can sell it, the song, it's irrelevant. So that's why actually Salvador Sobral's staging was the best one. And you know, Ola Melzik told in one of the interviews that it wasn't the staging at all, but it was the best staging, you know, because that was the simple idea, how to elevate the song into the camera world, into the television world. That's how it translated. So as we saw in Sweden this year, like Erik Saade, for me that was a full package thing, or full package, you know, combo of the great artist, great song, great staging, because it all support each other. And that's what you want to have. Sometimes we see that we want more sell the staging, sell the idea. Sometimes we want to sell more the artist or the song itself. I think it's very complicated world, but as I said before, you need first that artist understands what they do on the stage, and they need to train a lot, as they have only 3 minutes to sell it. 3 minutes for juries, 3 minutes for you guys, and if they fail in it for whatever reason, you will never vote for him, or not one of this group will vote for him. As I think the juries, they recognize the quality, they recognize the focus. If I just, tell how I approach it when I'm as jury, like, would I put my money and give a contract to this performer? That's how you need to think, how juries probably, think in their mind, how they can sing, how they can sell it, are they European stars or they're just local? As well, the staging can really support it. As well, the staging can really ruin it. I think I've done not the really good work in 2017. I didn't really recognize this formula for staging. I think we improved over time and we got a lot of help, a lot of insights. It's something you can't learn in here, and it's really good for anybody to go to Eurovision and see it from the inside and see and understand how those super big professionals really work, how much they focus on details to understand it. So I think for Czech stars or for Czech musicians, Czech artists, it's really hard to get it, as they have no compare to it. They just can't do it. We still don't do national selection. That's why actually I wanted the national selection in here as well. That was one of the reason. And of course, it's a great thing that they have live on tapes this year, as they train this in advance, so they in advance understand much more how demanding it actually is. But is the staging the biggest things we must focus on it? No, it's not. It's the artist charisma. The artist is selling it. You can try to hide it with the staging or elevate it, but nothing more. So that's how you should approach it. Not overthinking things, not overcomplicate things maybe, but sometimes overcomplication will work, or the great idea will work. So there are many examples. The great example was Benjamin Ingrosso in 2018. I think that was one of the best stagings ever made, especially for the idea. Benjamin, he just sold it great, and as I'm a jury, I'm putting points on it. Why did the public didn't vote for it? Well, I don't know. They maybe didn't recognize it. They just wanted more fun, or the competition was high, so they chosen differently. Maybe they expected more from Sweden. I don't know. But definitely you can't say anything about the staging or the song itself probably. It just didn't somehow work. And that can as well happen. So it's always hard, and it's actually a very easy thing to blame the staging. But I think we must focus first on the song and the artist. And then the staging, it can only elevate it, but as well it can ruin the feeling you have throughout the song. So it's very important for us creators, whoever it is, to really find the way through to you, maybe get out the ego as well a bit, and really understand the artist first, as they don't know what they want to do mostly, but they really know where they fit the best. So you need to cooperate with them a lot, and you actually find a great artist in it as well, as fast as they understand how important it is for them, whoever they are. So that's why Arcade won the Eurovision, I think, because they didn't overcomplicate it. They just made the guy at the piano, okay, they had this lump, but it was just a small detail. I do understand it, but it was focused on Duncan and Duncan only, and Duncan just performed it, awesomely. And that's what the great staging is. It's not about how much firework you have, how much lights you use, how much camera edits you use. It's always about how cleverly you use the artist. As the artist, he's the staging, or her or them. They're the stagings. The everything around it, that's just the circus. You're just showing how even better they can be. Or you just use different approach. It's up to each country how they do it, who people they hire, and how they can sell the idea and the workflow to the artists. That's it. That's the answer. Because there's never the very easy answer on it. But my idea of what the perfect staging is to have perfect artist first with the great song, and then everything else, it's just a bonus. Well, but maybe you have a different idea and I'm talking too much, too long, but that's something from the inside of Eurovision, that's something from the person who made such things, who tried to understand such things and really see the possibilities, what are possibles. But as you can see in Eurovision, there are a million approaches. As well as producers, we have very different ideas what this can be. It's very, very interesting to learn from each other, and that's maybe how and why the Eurovision is where it is. It's a top-notch project in this universe, especially because of those ideas and those combinations and those influences of each others. Well, so tell me what you think about this topic. Do you want more? Do you have any specific question on me? Just write me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, find me on the social media and discuss. I'm all yours, and see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.